What's up, guys? Vincedao here. I feel like we haven't had a chance to talk honestly about the whole situation we are in as a country. I've been so wrapped up in breaking down the results and defending Trump from you know what that we haven't really addressed the situation itself. And that's that Democrats have won the Senate. They've won a lot of the governorships that they were not supposed to. Republicans narrowly won the House, I guess. So hooray, we really, saved the West there, right? And people are demoralized. Conservatives clearly can't trust national elections as a means of change. They can't trust their elected officials to create a transparent system. And let's be honest, you're also just not living in the country that your grandparents lived in. The people have changed. Their values have changed. They love to kill babies now, And many would say that the whole situation seems hopeless. Here's what I will say. I'll be honest, I don't know what's going to happen in 2024. I don't know where the country is headed. And sorry if that does not sound reassuring to you. Trust me, I'm the one who has to raise kids in it one day. It's even less reassuring to me. But the reason you should continue to stand for what you stand for is because it's never the wrong option to do the right thing. That's really all there is to it. It's never the wrong time to do the right thing. And I'm sorry if that's not the vision of grandeur that you were looking for. I'm sorry if that's not the glorious reconquest of America. But I think now is the time to focus on what we can control. And clearly, that is not the federal system at the moment. But you can impact your family. You can impact your church. You can impact your community. You can even impact your state. And you know what? There's a lot of people that need you there. There's people in this country who need your help. They need your leadership. They need you to share the gospel with them, whatever it is. And this is not me saying to just retreat from politics. Let me make that clear. This is me saying to really localize and decentralize your expectations. Again, focus on what you can control. Do we flipped the school board in Miami-Dade County? Miami-Dade has a conservative school board. That's not a small thing at all. And what that took was just people in a community deciding to rally around something that was right. And we support the things we do because they're the right thing to do and they glorify God. Do we really need to overthink that? Does it matter more to be on the winning side or the morally correct side at the end of the day? Well, they're actually the same side in the end, but you know what I mean. We want to protect the lives of babies and the innocence of children because it's the right thing to do. We support family and tradition because those things are good. It's that simple. Sure, those things would logically translate to an American renewal, but that's not why we're behind them. If you're able to simplify your view of politics to this, and I know it's not easy, then there's never a reason to feel hopeless. Because any small change we can impact in the culture is worth it because we did something good. And that's independent of whether the Republican Party sees a big national victory. Beyond that, I really don't know what else to tell you besides the fact that Jesus Christ wins in the end. Because I'm as dumbfounded at this country as you, and I'm as skeptical of the utility of national elections to change that country as you are. What I do know is that we will continue to be here covering it all because, again, it's about standing for what's right. Besides that, the only thing I can guarantee you is that God's plan will be done. But again, you focus on what you can do for your family and the people around you. You stand up for what is right and you keep it that simple because it's what's right. So we're going to be doing all the normal content over the next few months. We'll talk about politics. We'll talk culture. There's a lot to say in the 2024 race, obviously. We'll probably be streaming that announcement tomorrow. But never lose sight of what it's really about, okay? Anyways, I'm done. I'm off the soapbox. So see you guys later.
The one last thing I will say is don't get demoralized, okay? Demoralization is a lie from the enemy, okay? The worst thing he can convince you of is this idea that the left won, the war is lost, and resistance is futile. That is a dangerous lie. And the saddest part about it, the saddest part, is that it could not possibly be further from the truth. Because if there's one thing we know for certain, if there's one absolute truth that we know in this world, it's this: victory is inevitable. Truly, victory is inevitable, because we know that even if we lose every single political and cultural battle on this earth, every single battle, the war is not lost. The war is not lost because we know that one day good will defeat evil. We know that one day justice will defeat injustice. And if it doesn't happen at our hands, we know that one day, justice will reign from the sky, wielding a sword and riding on a white horse, and he will crush the enemy. He will crush the head of that ancient serpent, that deceiver of the world, once and for all. And he will wipe every tear from our eyes, and there will be no more crying. There will be no more pain. There will be no more death, because the former things will have passed away. Creation will be redeemed. In our darkest hours, let this bring comfort to every American patriot. When every worldly source of power is against us, the politicians, the media, the corporations, the elites, let us remember that on our side are forces far greater and more powerful than anything they could ever muster. More powerful than anything all of the wealth and power in the world could possibly put together. Blessed are the persecuted. Blessed are those who endure to the end of the age. We know that we will lose friends. We will lose livelihoods. We may even lose everything. We know that it won't be easy. We never asked for it to be easy. We know that we probably, in the end, might not even live to see the fruits of what we started and what we built. But we know that in the end, it will all be worth it.